I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. In today's artist vlog, I am going to take you on a little mini tour of my studio. I've been getting requests for this for quite some time now, and I keep putting it off because my studio is not terribly impressive. It's really small. I used to have a much larger area that I painted in. When we lived in Southern California, I had turned my entire dining room into my studio with the shelves, and it was just beautiful the way that it was set up. The problem was I hated painting in it. It was too open, so anyone who walked by was pretty much in my studio right then. Like, I just didn't, I don't know, I like to feel like I have that sort of privacy while I'm working, which is kind of funny considering I record everything that I'm doing to share with you guys. I'm not going to try to figure that out. Point is, I rarely painted. Like, the whole time I lived in that apartment, I rarely painted. I just didn't like it. Then I moved here to Texas, and now the area that I'm in for my studio is very small, and I love it. I paint all the time now. It's just, I don't know if it's a difference in how it's decorated. I have more knickknacks and stuff around me, just little things that I like to look at. I don't know, I just love this little space. So I will go ahead and show you guys my very unimpressive studio. Here is the general layout of how I've got my studio set up. First, I've got my shelves that store blank canvases to work on and finished paintings that are in their sleeves. I've also got some stencils and finished drawings that are stored up there that I'll show you in just a minute. Moving over, I have lots of stuff on my walls. Those wood drawers that you see back there are storing all of my paint supplies. You can see it's kind of large. We'll look at that in a second. And I've also got more blank canvases and paper stored on top of it, as well as my paintbrushes. Then we've got my easel itself. That's where I do all of my paintings on. Moving over, you can see my second monitor that I use for when painting at my easel. Over here, we have my TV in case I want to watch movies while I paint, and my main computer monitor on my desk, along with my hermit crabs. So nothing too exciting, as you can see. Now we'll take a closer look. So on these wood shelves, I have my paintings that are on their sleeves, the finished paintings, and I've got a few canvases that I have not yet painted. In between each set of canvases, I have a poster board that just keeps it nice and flat so nothing's pushing on anything or damaging anything. I have two large portfolios that store different stencils that I use, and that keeps them nice and safe. And the third portfolio that I have slid over here stores finished drawings. It just keeps everything from getting damaged, so that works out really good for me. Here I store my palette, and actually right next to it under the shelf, you can't really see them, but I have wire racks that are attached to the bottom section of that shelf where I set my brushes that are drying. I use baskets to store a lot of things. In the basket on top, I have my liquid, my Viva paper towels, and several different fixatives, and some glue. Zooming in closer to the drawers, the first drawer contains a lot of extra supplies, stuff that I have in with my normal materials that I'm using every day, and then these are the extras, so if I run out, I can just come over to this drawer and chances are I've got whatever I need in here. Erasers, I've got extra mechanical pencil lead, paintbrushes, all kinds of stuff is stored in here. The second drawer is more miscellaneous stuff. I have various canvas stretchers and that sort of thing in there. My third drawer down holds all of my airbrushing supplies, the paint, I've got sandpaper, Frisket, extra airbrush needles, extra hoses, all kinds of stuff is stored in here. Anything to do with airbrushing is in this drawer. My next drawer down has all of my oil painting supplies in addition to my acrylic varnishes. And I use a shoebox. Those work so well for organizing stuff within a drawer. So that carries all of my oil painting supplies. And the very bottom drawer holds all of my acrylic paints. They're separated by boxes inside. I have one section with my heavy-bodied Liquitex acrylic paints, and then the middle box are all of my paints that are almost out, so I want to use those first to make room for new paint, and the farthest over are more of my full paints. It's hard for me to back up far enough to really show you everything in this room because it's not very big, but behind my easel you can see the canvas drop cloth. All that backdrop is a canvas drop cloth that I painted myself just because it looked better than having you guys see the dresser drawers next to my painting itself. If you look back at my first couple of videos, I had shelves back there and they're organized, but it just looks cluttered and it's distracting away from the painting, so now that's why I have this backdrop when I paint. And you can see that backdrop is folded closed how it is now when I'm not painting. When I am painting or recording videos, that just folds out and covers all of the rest of the space, so makes it look nice and clean. Next up is the monitor. You can see that I use all the time when I'm painting at my easel, and I just tilt that so that it's facing me better when I'm painting. I store TV trays. That's the messy thing that's kind of between the easel and that silver case. The TV trays are so handy when I need extra space for setting things on. That silver case is just my pedal board for my violin. Nothing too fancy. When working in colored pencil, that board that you see located between the silver case and that wood shelf, I use that and set it on my desk for recording anything in colored pencil or graphite. And it goes right in front of the hermit crab tank. And I will set that up so you can see what that looks like. So here's my easel for working in graphite or colored pencil. It sits upright. It's completely adjustable so I can have it as vertical or horizontal as I want. For me, with my back problems, this is perfect because it allows me to sit up straight and keep a good posture while working in those mediums. And then it folds up nicely. You saw where I had it stored, so when I'm not working in that, I just put that away and that cleans up my desk. For my actual colored pencil supplies, I store most of those in that basket on the very top of my desk under the TV. And I will pull those up so you can see how I've got those set up. Everything is stored nice and neat. I have extra pencils in the glass cup here. The pencils themselves, I just keep in that tin case. I've got extra erasers. I use this little box to put my shavings in while I'm working. My paint thinner is stored in here, and my electric sharpener. So as you guys can see, not terribly large, but again, I love this space, so I can't complain. I have new video critiques every Tuesday where I'm critiquing your original paintings and drawings, my own speed paintings, drawings, and tutorials every Wednesday, and vlogs most weekends, so make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those social media sites, links below in the video description to keep up with news and my newest work, and to see little real-time clips of whatever it is I'm currently working on that week. This coming week's video is going to be this eagle owl that I've done using airbrush and colored pencil. If you guys enjoy these vlogs, please let me know in the comments below or give me a thumbs up. That is just very encouraging for me and makes me want to keep making them. If you have any ideas on future topics you would like me to talk about, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in a few days.